TPY-2 is a machine of extraordinary sophistication. It was built by Raytheon at its Andover, Massachusetts facility. It contains 344 individual solid-state microwave transmit and receive modules, each one a precision-engineered component. Its antenna aperture is 9.2 square meters of active electronics. It uses gallium nitride technology that did not even exist as a commercial material when Iran was first under sanctions. It operates in the X-band frequency, 8.55 to 10 gigahertz, which gives it the high resolution needed not just to detect a missile, but to distinguish between a real warhead and a decoy traveling alongside it at 10,000 kilometers per hour. That discrimination capability is not optional in modern warfare. Without it, you waste interceptors on decoys while real warheads get through. The THAAD battery at Muwafaq Salti had been positioned there since at least mid-February 2026. It was there specifically to protect both Jordan and Israel from Iranian ballistic missile attack. Before the war started, the base had over 50 American fighter jets, drones, and transport aircraft on the tarmac, and the AN/TPY-2 was its watchful eye, scanning northeast toward Iran around the clock. It took Iran multiple strike attempts to nail it. The satellite photos show two 13-foot craters in the sand near the destroyed trailers, suggesting Iran came back more than once until they were sure it was dead. 5 40-foot trailers that together formed the complete radar system, all destroyed or seriously damaged. The cost of a single AN/TPY-2 radar ranges from $500 million to just under $1 billion depending on the source and the accounting methodology. The U.S. Army has 8 THAAD batteries in total across its entire global inventory. 8, not 80, 8. And each one has exactly one AN/TPY-2 radar. There are no spare AN/TPY-2 radars sitting in a warehouse somewhere. There's no stockpile of extras. Raytheon has produced roughly 20 of these units since the 1990s, total across 3 decades of manufacturing. If you lose one, replacing it doesn't mean ordering a new one and waiting 6 months. It means pulling one from another theater, South Korea, Guam, Hawaii, creating a gap somewhere else in America's global defense architecture. Or you wait years for a new one to be manufactured. Now let's go to the UAE. Iran struck THAAD infrastructure at 2 separate locations in the Emirates. The first was at Al Ruwais. Satellite images taken by Planet Labs showed 3 buildings struck, including a pull-through vehicle shelter specifically designed to house the radar trailers of a THAAD battery. The buildings were destroyed. The equipment inside was destroyed or severely damaged. Iran confirmed the destruction of the AN/TPY-2 radar at Al Ruwais. The IRGC said specifically that the second the AED battery had been rendered, and I'm paraphrasing their language here, out of operational orbit. The second site was near Al Sadr, where satellite images showed 4 additional carports and buildings struck in a nearly identical pattern. Dark blast marks visible in the imagery. Destroyed structures. The same systematic targeting methodology applied twice in the same country on the same night. The UAE operates 2 THAAD batteries. Both appear to have been targeted. Combined radar value for those systems, another $1 billion, give or take. And at Prince Sultan Air Base in Saudi Arabia, which I've covered in previous videos, smoke was seen rising from a tent housing the AN/TPY-2 radar for a nearby THAAD battery on March 1st. Satellite imagery from January had shown the antenna unit of that radar positioned inside the tent, pointing northeast toward Iran. After the strike, the tent was badly charred. Debris was scattered around it. Whether the radar was inside when the strike happened has not been officially confirmed, because U.S. and Saudi officials both declined to answer questions about it, citing operational security. But the tent that housed it was destroyed. So that's 4 AN/TPY-2 radars struck across Jordan, Saudi Arabia, and the UAE. At $500 to $600 million per unit, the total value of those systems alone is approximately $2.3 billion. That is the cost just of the eyes of the THAAD batteries. Without those radars, THAAD launchers sitting in the desert are essentially blind. They have missiles, they have launchers, they have operators, but they cannot generate the precise fire control solutions needed to intercept a fast-moving ballistic warhead without the AN/TPY-2 feeding them data. A THAAD battery without its radar is like a sniper without a scope. Now let's talk about Qatar again, because beyond the $1.1 billion FPS-132, Iran also struck the Patriot air defense infrastructure at Al Udeid. The AN/MPQ-65 radar set, the fire control radar for the Patriot PAC-3 system, was hit at Al Salem Air Base in Kuwait. The engagement control station, which is the command and